Hello, this is Grant.
Becky.
Bo.
Welcome to Grant Green's in a Game, or Green's Grant in a Game, I can't remember which. We are here today to show you Blue, also known as Blue. It is a 3-player game by Néstor Romeral Andrés, published by his small company, Néstor Games. It is called Blue because it has the color blue in it. And it turned out I was randomly assigned that color. Becky over here was assigned gray, Bo was assigned white. In this game, there are 3 different types of tiles. Each of them has a stripe and 2 semicircles, and they constitute the 3 colors in the game. This tile has a blue stripe, a white semicircle, and a gray semicircle. A white stripe, blue semicircle, gray semicircle. And this one has a gray stripe, a white semicircle, and a blue semicircle. Gameplay is very simple. On your turn, you play 1 tile onto the table. There's no board, you just play it to the table. Every tile has to share an edge with a previous tile, except for the first tile, which obviously you can't share an edge with anything, because there's nothing else on the table for it to share an edge with. And every tile must, when it shares an edge, it must match the color. So you can put white against white, but not gray against white, or blue against white. That's just not permissible. We can do some more turns. See, these colors, they match. And these colors, they match. Uh-oh. There's no tile that can go on this spot because there's no tile that has blue on 2 adjacent edges. So whenever you make a spot like that, you can mark it with one of these black markers. The goal of this game is to make spots and rows. This is a white spot. There are 2 white semicircles next to each other, forming a full circle. That's 1 point for white. Here's an example of a row. This is worth 10 points to gray. It's a stripe, flanked on both sides by a semicircle. A row can have any length, so you can have a row like this. But no matter how long the row is, it's still worth only 10 points. So you want to close off your rows sooner rather than later. Whoever has the highest score after all the tiles are played is the winner. Very simple rules. The turn order is always white, gray, then blue. You randomly assign the colors, so white is over there. Bo, you get to choose any tile to open the game with. And then Becky, you get to continue. She's trying to close off her gray row there. I'll play here. Uh-oh. You sabotaged Becky's chances of making this row complete, because no tile can go there anymore. Just gonna have to adapt a new tactic. That's how this game works. You sabotage each other. This, I have 10 points. I forgot to ask, do you have any dimes and pennies we could use to keep score? Or are we just going to have to count it up at the
Yeah,
end?
we have pennies sometimes. But I got confused back there.
Well, yeah. Because of the way the colors are randomly assigned, we ended up going counterclockwise, which is counterintuitive to her, apparently. Most games that Americans play, they go clockwise, but here, it's just always a specific turn order.
So blue got 10.
And white also got 10. You can use these to keep a running tally of our score during the game.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Not a very surprising move. That one. And I get 10. So I'm at 20 points because of my 2 rows.
It's my turn.
Yes. You can determine whose turn it is by counting the number of tiles on the board. If it's a multiple of 3, it's white's turn. That's a nice thing about games like this. You can always tell whose turn it is just by looking at the board. If you're willing to do some counting and some division by 3. Alright, now it's your turn.
Right.
What will Gray do to enhance her position? That's a penny for Gray. Spots are worth pennies. Now it's your turn. I wonder if we'll run out of these.
Use nickels.
Well, what should blue do? He needs all the help he can get.
turn it the other way, it would block the space, wouldn't it?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
This space can only be blocked if there are two tiles next to it.
Give yourself a dance.
I'm at 30 points for my 3 rows.
One dime is doing nickel.
I guess so. I'm not very good at money. Probably shouldn't work as a cashier with money handling skills like that. Takes white to 20 points. Becky? The gray on this particular tile seems a lot lighter than...
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to ask Nestor if he can replace that. Unless... From not paying close enough attention, it might actually look like it's two white semicircles.
Mhm.
But that's a gray one.
Oh, it's my turn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You forgot your color?
No. I missed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's a time for white. 30 points for white.
What can I do to block him?
Well, the primary way you block a space is to have two edges that would be forced to be the same, two adjacent edges that would be forced to be the same color.
So what he's saying is you could put a gray one here that had a white edge right there.
That's how sabotage works. Should be 24 tiles left. 8 turns per player.
Wrong step.
Gray's building up a lead. Not a dime. Surely there's a dime in here. There we go.
Yeah. Is that gonna block him?
Oh, no. It would give him a penny.
No, block you.
Me? Well, there's as long as there aren't two adjacent edges of the same color, that space is not blocked. Pretty much. There are two ways to block a space. Either have two adjacent edges of the same color, or have it surrounded on all four sides, A, B, A, B. It's a penny for you.
And that makes it obvious that that tile is defective.
Yeah, it does.
Yes. Even if you look at the board as a whole, it's obvious the gray is pretty dark everywhere except on that tile.
Right. My queen, huh?
You're done.
I've seen that.
And we've already depleted one of the stacks, but the other two are still pretty tall. Not something I expected to see. It's all part of an effort to sabotage me. White's at 50. Gray is at 62.
Space is blocked off, right?
It has two adjacent edges that are white. Give me a dime, please. Puts me at 70. And once again, my foot kicks in. Great camera work. Hopefully you're at least learning about the game while I'm being inept with the camera. Technically, we can mark this space because all the tiles that would go there are out of the supply. Gave us 18 black plastic markers, and we're going to use them. And
oh yeah, it's your turn.
at this point I'm scrounging around for leftovers. Done for white, but 60 to 62 to 70. $72. Let's find a dime. Should be 6 tiles left. 2 turns left per player.
Oh, it's my turn.
My turn.
Yeah, that's throwing me off. Turn, so I get a turn, she gets a turn, you get a turn. This is my last turn.
And I believe all I can do is claim a penny. And I lose by 1 point. I think you are in king-making position on that turn. 'Cause you could have stopped her from getting 10 points by just playing this tile anywhere besides here.
Yeah.
You also could have stopped her by doing this, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Which
had
gives points to other people.
Yeah. So you would have. So you were in a king-making position
Okay.
there, I believe.
Yeah.
You couldn't win, but you had the power to choose.
Who won? All right.
She won by 1 point. Naturally, you chose your wife. Makes sense.
Right.
You can't really take this game too seriously,
No,
I guess.
that's right.
But there you go. You learned a lot about this game, and you learned a lot about their marriage. And hopefully you know now whether to buy it or not.
And
we'll
it's a good life.
And I will have to notify Néstor about this tile.
Yeah.
See you next time.